Hi, Happy New Year. My name is Lotfi and today is the 1st of January of 2025. A brand new year with lots of opportunities, challenges, and much more. In this video, I'll be sharing with you an energy update about this year, and I'll be sharing with you a special offer. So let's dive into this. Like, subscribe, and share. Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Lotfi. And first of all, I want to wish you a beautiful, a joyful, a more peaceful, when I say peaceful, I mean inner peace, new year. I wish you to heal your wounds, to break through your blockages, to overcome your obstacles, to grow closer to who you truly are on the inside, to reconnect with your soul or connect deeper with your soul, to connect more with the world around you in a more profound way, in an energetic way, to be more balanced, to be more grounded, to pay more attention to what your body is telling you and is asking you for, like when it comes to resting, to nutrition, to hydration, to sunlight, direct sunlight on your skin to get vitamin D. And as we all know, or you may not know yet, but vitamin D is crucial for almost any system in your physical body, as well as your mental body. So your mood will improve. That's why in summer generally we feel better than in the winter, because in the winter often we do not experience much sunlight. I, for example, this morning I enjoyed sunbathing. Literally, opened the window, the sun was shining, hadn't been shining for a while, and I just laid on the bed in the sun. So no glass, so actually you get the full radiation, which means you absorb or you create vitamin D. And I laid for about half an hour, 40 minutes, sunbathing on the 1st of January. It was amazing. That's why I feel so good. That's why I'm so relaxed today. Although the little one has been going around and being very excited and creating everything but peace, but I'm good. I wish you to reconnect with those that you feel you need to reconnect with, and to let go of those who do not serve you anymore in this year, in the phase of your life who you are in it. When I say to let go, I mean in peace, with love. Whether people have died or people are alive but you don't resonate anymore, you finished, or at least temporarily finished, the exchange of experiences that you met for, let them go. You will see that even if you do not have many people in your life and you have to let go of certain people, you create space, peace for yourself. And the space does not have to, but can be occupied later on by people who are on the frequency you are at. So people who will not drain you, will not pull you down. People who will lift you up, who will encourage you in what you're doing. People who will tell you the truth to your face. We need the right people in our lives. We are social beings. We cannot live alone and do everything by ourselves. And if you're experiencing loneliness, then reconnect with yourself, with your soul. This year is about new beginnings, not just because it's January or whatever. And many people say actually the year starts in spring. Other people say it starts in November. I don't care about that. Fact is, there's a lot of new beginnings starting now. And this year is a year of closure and therefore also new beginnings. Maybe the beginnings are not clear yet, but when things are closing, things start to grow. Even if it's just tiny bit visible, or it's not visible yet, but you can sense it, like, yeah, something new is coming. But we need to let go of what does not serve us anymore. It's also a year of constant change. So be focused on the moment, on the here and now, and be open for things to change again. Yes, you may make a change, maybe even a big change, today, tomorrow. But in a few weeks, you may have to change again. Because the world is changing. The energy on the planet is changing. Things are shifting. And you see everywhere. You see a lot of turmoil. You see a lot of aggression, of frustration, of conflict, of polarization. Why? Because change is happening. And a lot of people don't like change, are afraid of change, or have been trained that change is bad. What works well, you need to keep, you should not change it. Well, sometimes something that has been working well is just finished because the world around you is changing. You need to change too, or you need a different tool. If you have always been living in the desert, you have been riding a camel because the camel is the best tool to ride in the desert. And then you move to prairies, sort of glass, where it's colder. It's not ideal for a camel. A horse is your best way of travel then. So you need to adapt, even if the camel is still healthy. Be open. Be flexible. Yes, I had a look at the different gene keys that will be at play in this month. Because I've been talking about the year, but I will also be talking about the month a little bit. So perseverance is important. Yes, we all will have some struggles at some point. It's important not to surrender. It's important to stay calm, to take a deep breath, sometimes take a step back and try to see the bigger picture. And often we'll not be able to see everything from here, but you can feel in here which way to go, when to pause, when to move. Even if the mind cannot explain it, even if the mind says, yeah, no, you should not be doing this, but you feel here you should. Listen to this. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Listen to your higher self. Your mind cannot see what's coming, cannot see what's behind the wall, what's around the corner. But your soul can and will tell you. Your body will also tell you what it needs. Your body can also sense fear. Maybe it's the soul who senses the danger, but then your body will be translating that into fear or contraction. Listen to it. Your body can also give you a feeling of joy because something good is coming, or something that's in front of you is actually good for you, even if you cannot understand it yet. Listen to that. You may get a lot of insights. Try not to go into a psychosis. How do you do that? By being grounded. Grounded is not being realistic. Realistic is just being scared, is acting out of fear, being in a state of fear, and calling it realism. Grounded means you're literally connected with Mother Earth, and you'll find on my website a lot about grounding and the tips and tools. And grounding helps you stay in the here and now. Even if you do get a lot of insights and you start to open up from the here, being grounded means you will not fly away. You're still connected to your body, to the here and now. We will be experiencing certain limitations at some points. But let's look at them as opportunities for transformation and for change. We may have fantasies, but then if we stay in here, we can feel which direction to go, to start to manifest what we truly desire and what we need to grow further into who we are meant to be in this life, what we came here to do, so we can start making a difference. And by being connected with our heart, with our soul, and with our bodies, and with Mother Earth, we will be sensitive. Yes, this can mean that we will not be feeling very comfortable in large crowds, in malls or supermarkets or whatever. That is a kind of sensitivity that we can work with. By being grounded, we can shield, we can protect ourselves. But by sensitivity, I was more focusing on feeling what's happening. When people are in front of you, you can feel them. They may say something, but you can feel what's really going on there. If they're good for you, or if what they're trying to say to you. Maybe they're not even trying to say, but you can feel in what kind of status they are. Maybe they are in deep pain or in grief. And they came on your path because you're joyful. And maybe the only thing you need to do is just be yourself and be joyful. And that can help them heal. We cannot fix people. The only thing we can do is inspire them, is encouraging them, is supporting them on their journey, in their actions. And sometimes just by holding space, which means, if you don't know this expression, just being there, without judging, without doing anything. Sometimes that's the only thing you need. This year will bring a lot of challenges because of the changes, because of the transformation, because of all the lies and the fakeness coming to the surface within us and within society. We have already been seeing that so many lies have been exposed, so many conspiracies have been exposed. They went from theory to fact. And it's only happening more and more and more and more. And many of us, most of us, all of us actually, have been living some kind of a lie. And figuring that out, discovering that, can help in the transformation. Because if we're running away and we don't want to see what we have been lying about in our lives, then life will hold the mirror at a certain moment. And sometimes can put a wall in front of us. And then, bang! You break your nose, you damage your face. So what I encourage you is to take time off to go inward through meditation, through putting questions, through grounding, through inner work, maybe talking with your coach, with your mentor, maybe having a buddy. And I'm mentioning this because this is how I have been working on uncovering my own lies, growing closer to who I truly am, actually discovering who I really am. Because in those years where we grow, where we start to discover the world, we have our idols and we look up to certain people and we copy them, or we look at certain people and we're like, absolutely not that person, so I will do the total opposite. But this does not mean that what we're doing is really aligned with who we truly are. And so this is leading me to the following, which is different things actually. So you may have seen that I already organized a workshop to letting go 2024 and to open up to 2025. The timing may not have been perfect, so I'm going to reorganize it again. And I'm also going to organize a 6 months program where every week we meet online and we will be working on certain themes. I have a whole list of themes for 26 weeks, half a year, 6 months. But the list is flexible because you may bring to the table themes you want to work on. So we can change the order of, maybe you come with something that I already have in the list, and so we change the order, or you come with something that's not in the list. I'll be sharing more about this in another video, but just for you to know, this is coming. And if this sounds interesting to you, let me know. If this triggers some thoughts in you like, well, what I would like to have is, and then write it down, send it to me. Write it down in the comments even. Let other people look at it and like, oh, well, wow, I like that idea and I would add to that. And that's how we can together create a program that really works well for all of us. And the third thing is offering those who want, just for this week, a 30% discount on these short sessions that I organize. It's the pit stop and the soul answers. You will see the link in the description, which are 20-minute sessions. So in one of them, you can come with questions and I will do channeling. And I will give you the answer from your soul. So my soul will connect with your soul and get the answer that you are unable to get. And there's nothing wrong with it, because sometimes we cannot hear, because our mind is in the way. We cannot hear what our soul has to say. Or it is an answer that we're like, yeah, we don't really want to hear it. But when somebody else says it out loud, we're like, actually, I knew this already, but I didn't want to see it. But now that you say it out loud, yeah, well, maybe I should work on it. And I had one case. It was a person who, the answer that came was, you already have all the knowledge you need. Stop looking for more answers and start working with what you already have. That was it. Never saw the person again, because that the person didn't need somebody else to tell him what to do, how to do. No, the person had all the answers for the roadblock or the intersection he was in his life. At that point, he had what he needed to take the next step and to start moving. He didn't need me, he didn't need anybody else. He just needed me to say out loud what he already knew, because he knew it. And also the response like, I know, you're so right. I know this. Apparently I needed to hear it from somebody else. That was it. Very short, end of session, boom, and the person went and did what he had to do. And the pit stop is short session to get some clarity. Doesn't mean you get very much in depth answers and stuff like that. No, it's getting clarity. Sometimes it's what we need to know, like, okay, I'm here and I need to choose direction, but have all these things, all this information, and I don't know how to put it together to have clarity, to be able to make a decision, to choose a direction. And often a 20-minute session like this leads to starting to follow a certain path. And on that path, you can require more assistance from you or from somebody else or whatever. Sometimes it's just that you need to take that first step. And once you have taken that step, then things start to roll and then it becomes easier. So look at the links in the description and stay tuned to hear more about the workshop to help you make this year amazing for you, and the program, the 6 months program, which can help you through a period of 6 months, and maybe I'll extend it afterwards, to all have weekly this moment where you can reconnect, where you can shuffle your ideas, get some structure again, share out loud what you've been dealing with, and then get some feedback and get some clarity so you can move forward again. I experienced that myself during the lockdown, and it was for 1 year. It was amazing. It really helped me refocus, and also it gave me the peace that I knew that every Monday evening I could put my question, I could have a soundboard, and I could also inspire others. So stay tuned. I wish you a beautiful continuation of today, and again, have a beautiful year. Like, subscribe, and share.